If I challenged you to go out and find someone who didn't know what Bigfoot was, you'd probably have a hard time. The cryptid has become just insanely popular, and because of that, a lot of people have grown curious of the creature, whether it be its existence or facts about it. And because of that, it's inspired people to go into the woods looking for it. And with all these people going into the woods looking for Bigfoot, you'd think at this point we'd have some solid footage of it, not some grainy, far back cameras of some blur in the forest, but some clear, precise images of this creature, and maybe even some injuries or deaths associated with it, considering how many people go looking for it. But no one has died from Bigfoot until a couple weeks ago. On December 24th of 2024, two friends went in search of Bigfoot. Now, it's not really known as if they were genuinely believers who wanted to find the creature, or if they just went out for fun before Christmas Day to have some sort of camaraderie. Whether it was out of a genuine belief of the existence of Bigfoot or just a fun trip before Christmas, the two friends departed to Gifford Pinchot National Park in search of the mystical creature. And before they left, they promised their family they'd be back in time for Christmas Day. However, when the two failed to show up Christmas Day, the families got extremely worried and reported the two missing. And very soon after, a massive search was set out to go look for the friends. The search party consisted of law enforcement and 60 volunteers, which were using aircrafts and dogs to help locate the men, and the first big discovery was when they found the pair's car. The pair's car was located outside the town of Willard, and if you're wondering why I'm referring to them as the pair, their names were never given in any of the reports, or at least the ones I read, and it's probably because it's a very recent case. But anyways, once the car was located, they refocused their search efforts to the town of Willard and that area. And one of the things that happened afterwards was the party actually got reinforced, or the search party got reinforced with some drones and a Coast Guard helicopter. One of the most popular things mentioned after the search by many of the volunteers was the landscape. It was extremely treacherous, whether that be fallen trees or high levels of both snow and water levels. It made it really hard to look for the pair, and that was because of a snowstorm that had previously hit the region, as well as a mix of freezing rains and freezing temperatures had made it an extremely hard landscape to maneuver around. The landscape would not deter the searchers, however, and eventually they would find the pair. Unfortunately, it would be too late. The friends, one age 37 and the other 59, were found after 3 days of searching, and unfortunately, they met a very tragic and real fate. The Skamina County Sheriff's Office reported that ill-preparedness and weather condition had caused the pair's death, and it wasn't anything like a Bigfoot attack. This story may leave a lot of you scratching your head wondering why two fully grown men would leave their families the day before Christmas in search of a mystical creature that probably doesn't even exist, and the answer is curiosity. I mean, Bigfoot is so massive that in the area where they resided, Skamina County, that there's an $1,000 fine in place if you harm a mythical creature, a genuine, real law and fine if you harm something that probably isn't even real. That is just how big these types of things have gotten in certain places. There's cities like the area where Mothman resides, where Mothman kind of makes up a big chunk of the economy there. There's towns that rely on Bigfoot to bring in money for them. It's just how big these creatures have gotten, and it wouldn't be the first time a cryptid or a kind of weird creature has caused the injury of someone, as I think we all know the story of when Slenderman supposedly got two girls to stab their best friend. These things can leak into the real world and have real world effects, and it is sad. It is especially sad in this case, as these are two men the day before Christmas, and they really didn't need to do this. It's a super upsetting case, but it is just something that is fueled by curiosity of what's really out there. The idea that you can go into the woods and be the first person to see Bigfoot, or say you could see Bigfoot, it's intriguing to a lot of people. It's intriguing. So while it can be confusing, there are reasons, not that I agree with them. And before I end the video, I did just want to leave the note that these are real life people. This isn't some fake story. This is people who now don't have a brother or a father or a son, and it is really sad. So I just always want to kind of say that at the end of any of these videos, is to not have that lost on you, the humanity of this situation. it is very sad and it's very unfortunate what happened here. And, you know, my thoughts go out with the family because this was still pretty recent, so I imagine they're still struggling with it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, you know, like and subscribe. It goes a long way in helping me. But the thing I did want to say was, I know this is kind of a, I guess, depressing first video, but it was just something that was recent in the news, and I also just wanted to get a foothold on this channel. I wanted to play something here, so I had it set up, and in the future, I'm going to cover more interesting stuff. The next video I'll do is probably going to be the disappearance of Joshua Gumond, so I hope you guys will enjoy stuff like that. But you know, like, it was my first video, so I hope that it was enjoyable. There's a lot of stuff I want to work on, whether that be the way I present this information or the formatting. But as of right now, I really do have a lot of plans to improve this channel. This was just kind of like a first kind of rough draft, I guess you could say. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys maybe in the future. Anyways, have an amazing day, and see you in the next one. Bye.